I always ask my friends who come on here, and it doesn't have to be ECW based. Funniest story that you have in the vault that you can share, because I know there's a lot of things that we can't talk about on the air.
Yeah, I don't mind talking about anything, but I don't
Well,
want to
there's
bury
some
it.
things
But
that we wish you
damn, there's so many funny stories. It's hard to come up with one
just pick
specific one.
one. Just pick one.
Um, well, there's stories. I don't know if they're funny stories, like me running over an alligator, putting it in the trunk, and I had Muda, Angelo Mosca, all people who've never seen alligators, Roddy Piper. They were amazed at the alligator. We thought he was dead, but I threw him in the trunk. The alligator was so big, and I rented a caddy because I had the guys with me. The alligator was so big he wouldn't fit in the trunk. I had to fold him up like a donut to fit him in the trunk. But all I did was knock him out. When I ran over him with the car, ran over his head. So he was in a coma, selling in the trunk, and then so he came alive. We had still 2 hours to go home, and he started flipping around in the trunk, and they thought it was great. They thought he was going to come through the back seat and and get the Canadian and Japanese kid. So stories like that,
He's so crazy.
Yeah.
I was just with Sandman and Shane. We did an appearance in Nashville.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, it was the three of us. Sandman was so funny. Hack was like, if it was 20 years ago, we'd be sitting around drinking, smoking, doing drugs, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
Now we're sitting around talking about our kids and school and what we do over the weekend with our children. And he goes, and I love this because we sat up till at 1:30, I tapped out. I was exhausted. But
Sandman's so funny. I love him. He's one of my besties.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I was with him at a show not too long ago, last year, and I was looking at him. His face looked a little different. I said, Sandman, are you fucking wearing makeup? He said, yeah, Daddy. I says, he put it on horrible. You know how you girls put it on perfect, beautiful. I can see the lines and shit. He said, oh, I put it on for my face. I got bumps or whatever. I said, okay, cool.
Oh my God. I loved it. All we did was laugh, because I haven't seen him in so long. And we just sat there and we laughed our asses off. And we didn't drink. Nobody smoked. Nobody did anything. We ate dinner and then we just sat around and talked for hours. And it was
How cool was that?
It was so nice. It was so nice.
And when I see people like you or Sandman or somebody on the road at a convention or whatever, and we haven't seen each other for a long time, it's like we never left each other.
That's what we were saying too. It was like yesterday we were in the locker room together,
Exactly.
I know because I miss everybody. I mean, I love my life now, but like when we do watch alongs on the show and we pull up old matches, and like a little part of me, I'm just like, man, if we could just go back for one weekend and just have like a nostalgic weekend with all of us together, how fun would that be? Like I wouldn't want to do it consecutively because obviously I want to be with my family and my kids.
Right. But look, you're involved. You do the podcast. I see you on the internet, on social media.
Yeah.
Do different stuff, putting out tweets and all that. That's very cool. I like that stuff. I'd miss it so much if we didn't do it. I couldn't just stop. It's
It's like a drug.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda. And being I'm still relevant to the business, not because I was a referee and I started in 1980 with Eddie Graham and Andre the Giant and Dusty and all them. I had a great career and worked for Vince and WrestleManias and WCW, Ted Turner. Why I'm still relevant to the business and I get pops and can sell a picture and all that is because of ECW, not because I'm a famous referee. ECW really made my character known,
Yeah. Did you think, because one of your first gigs was reffing me and Beulah, you came in, you were the referee for our match.
I was anti-violent.
Yes.
I just left WWF, and the gimmick was Shane Douglas brought me in because he was anti-violent. My whole gimmick was Paul Heyman. I get a phone call from Paul Heyman. I just left WWF. In fact, I was still on Monday Night Raw because they would tape 3 Monday Night Raws. One was live Tuesday was for the next Monday, and Wednesday was for the following Monday. So we did 3 Monday Night Raws in a row, and only one was live. So anyway, I was on for when Paul Heyman called me. He knew I finished there. He said, "Fonzie, I got this company called ECW." I said, "What the fuck's an ECW?" Because I never worked an indie show in my life, you know. Mm-hmm. He says, "Well, you know, it was Paul Heyman. We were friends for years." He said, "I got this thing. We want to bring you in as anti-violent with this violent company. We'll bring you in for 4 weeks, and 911 will choke slam you, and then you're done. Thank you. We'll pay you, fly you, and all that." I said, "Okay, Paul Heyman." So when
Paul Heyman.
when I came in to be the anti-ECW guy, and the people wanted to kill me literally because I was taking their fucking violence away. Tables, the Taipei death match. It was crazy. So I ended up staying there till the company left. Right. I did 21 pay-per-views with you. I was there right when you were getting hot and you became a big ECW superstar.
Well, did you said initially it was a 4-week deal?
Right.
So your 4 weeks is up and you're getting over like crazy. Does Paul just say, "Okay, just come back again," or does he offer you like an extended deal? Like what happened?
No, he ended up after 911 choke slam me. He said, I guess he said to himself, "Damn, Fonzie got so much heat. It's a shame to let him go." And Taz was just coming off of that neck injury and took some time off. So when Taz came back, Paul Heyman put me with Taz as his manager. And that worked because Taz had like 10 gimmicks before he became Taz. He was like Tasmania, Monkey Boy, or whatever the fuck he was. He didn't get over it until he became Taz. And then I never managed anybody, but it was a kind of a natural progression for me because I've been around the business for a while and got lucky.
Good.
And I didn't know how to do a promo. Really, because how many promos do referees do? Right. Once in a while, you might say, "Oh, the belt showed up" or whatever. But so I was having trouble doing promos, and Tommy Dreamer and Paul Heyman said, "Just treat it like a shoot. You know, you're going to be in Philadelphia on the 27th. You know, so this type of match." So they created a monster, and now I'm one take Fonzie.
I like that. Every time we would get ready to do a promo, he'd come over. "All right, Daddy, one take. Here we go. You ready? Let's go. Go." He would just point, and you would have to do it in one take, and it was done, and it was great.
And even if it wasn't correct, or it was just that Fonzie character.
Oh, because you were so like charismatic, and I would pop every time because as much as that friggin' whistle got on my nerves, I learned how to like drown it out and just look at you.
Right.
So afterwards, I didn't even hear the whistle.
Right.
It was just you. All I would see is you jumping up and down and the whistle didn't even bother me. And every time I bring your name up, everybody's like, "How did you deal with that whistle?" And I'm just like, it kind of just, you get so used to it, but it became like your thing. It was your staple.
You know, I never blew a whistle in my life until they put me with Taz. So Paul Heyman gives me the whistle and says, "Hey, here's your new gimmick. Just blow it." So I was kind of like embarrassed to blow it. So the next week, I left it at home. And so Paul Heyman says, "Where's your whistle?" I said, "Oh, I forgot it at home." So they send somebody out to get me another whistle. He says, "Fonzie, that's your gimmick." Then I got it.
Hey there, it is the Queen of Extreme, Francine from ECW. Do you want to see more of me? Click over here to watch another video, or click over here to listen to my podcast. And as always, thank you for your support.